Hey guys, just wanted to say, it's Thursday, November 13th, and we're getting ready to talk about what you have to do for algebra for today and tomorrow. If you look on the board, you'll see that today you're doing review for the midterm, which is tomorrow. Today's review activities are going to be pretty simple and straightforward. I kind of wanted to go over them though, so that you guys can understand what I want you to do. And so I'm going to show you guys on the computer what I want you to do. We're going to go to Jefferson Lab SOL. You guys have SOL practice test, science education, whatever. You guys are Algebra 1. You guys will pick 40 questions. I'm going to go ahead and pick 5. I'm going to add my name. I'm going to click select additional options. Next option screen. Next option screen. We are still focused in on the first 3 now. Now, there will probably still be some questions that we haven't specifically gone over, but if that's okay, just what I want you to do is, if you think about it while you're out, write them down, like write down what question number it was, when I look at the final results, and I'll come to you guys and say, hey, you got a 40 on this, or you got a 20 on this. Can you tell me how many questions were the ones you thought you didn't know, or ones you'd never seen before? And then I'll be able to go look at the question and I'll know. So anyway, I selected 5, you're selecting 40. We're going to go ahead and focus on the first 3 strands. So again, when you get in there, you want to select the first 3 strands. You can see you'll only have like 10 pick sets. I'm just going to go with random order, and we're going to start. And so the first question is, what is the value of a times b minus c if a equals 2, b equals -3, and c equals -2? And so I get -2, I think. Let's see. It's -1. Yep. Hopefully that's right. And it is. Question number 2, and we'll be talking about this week, so this will be a review. When in simple radical form, the square root of 32 is equal to, and I should get 4 times the square root of 2 when I do that. And you guys are going to learn how to do that this week. Square root of 192 expressed in simplest radical form. Wow, 2 questions that you guys are going to be able to answer only because of what we talk about this week. So that should be exciting. This one is actually 8 times the square root of 3. Again, we'll talk about that tomorrow or in the next week. What value of x makes this true? Is where you got your distributive property. And then you got to move the signs. I get -3x is less than or equal to 21. And so then I'm going to get x is greater than or equal to -7. Alright, now this is a topic that we haven't actually talked about. I'm glad this showed up. This is based on the zeros, which best represents the graph function. We can see here there's a 0 at 1 and a 0 at 3. Remember we talked about solutions are opposite of functions or factors. So 1 and 3 are my solutions, and that goes with x minus 3 and x minus 1. And so H is the best possible answer. Alright, so I'm all done, and how did I do? And so it says record this number somewhere. Alright, now, you're either going to get this, or you're going to get a spot to email it to me. If you get this, then you're going to have to go to your email and just shoot me an email to wvsimmons@shenandoah.k12.va.us. Okay, and I'm going to actually get my media player up and running so that you guys can see that. All right. So again, that email address that I want you to email this to me at is wvsimmons@shenandoah.k12.va.us. And remember, I want you to do 40 questions. Now, after you finish the first 40, you want to come back and do 20, that's fine. I just want to make sure you're taking plenty of opportunity to practice. Okay. Let's go back to the Jefferson Lab. So this is basically the arrangement that I want you to focus on for Thursday. All right, so all day on November 13th, Take an opportunity to practice the SOL questions you have. I'm good if you work together for an individual question. You are not to work together the whole time I'm gone. So work together for an individual question, and that'll be fine. So like I said, on Thursday, work on this. Give me those emails. Make sure I get those numbers. So that way, if you have like a huge problem or some questions, then you'll be able to get answers to that. Okay. Now, this is going in as participation grade for today. Okay. If I need to, we can talk about other ways to make sure that this is appropriate grade for you guys. All right. Now, on Friday, and I also want to show you, make sure you guys know that I have the computers Thursday and Friday, November 13th and 14th. On Friday, my third block algebra class, I want you guys to notice this. You're going to have to go see Miss Diachenko and Miss Kennedy, or Miss Taylor. They are in rooms 107 and 108. You're going to need to see them to get your computers on Friday, third block. On Thursday and Friday, I have Cart 2. So if I have 2 people take that cart, go get those carts for me, and have 2 people go get the carts at the end, or take the carts back at the end of the day. I really appreciate that, both Thursday and Friday. But on Friday, you're going to have to go to OnTrack. And you guys know how to get there. You go to the school webpage, and I'll type it in again so you can see it. When we get there, we're going to go to Students. It's resetting itself. We're going to go to Students, and we're going to go to OnTrack for Students. And of course, you can see iTest pops up, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And hopefully, you guys know how to take care of all of that. Just as a reminder, for the iTest, you put in your student ID number, and it should be up there as Algebra 1 Part 2 midterm. That's definitely open to everybody. So again, it's Algebra 1 Part 2 midterm. You click Start iTest, you put in your student number, and you're good to go from there. At this point, if there's any questions, you guys can go ahead and look to the substitute. It should be Mr. Earhart, but if it's not, just go ahead and look to the substitute. You also could ask Ms. Brown or Ms. Gilmer if you need any extra assistance. But again, just a reminder, on Thursday, you're definitely going to be going to Jefferson Lab. You're going to be going to Algebra 1, 40 questions, add your name, select the additional options, pick the first 3 strands. So I'll show you that again. Again, you want to focus on the first 3 strands, and then you'll get to where you need to be. On Friday, you want to go ahead and do the OnTrack midterm. And just remember, if you're third block, you need to go down and get computers from either Miss Kennedy or Miss Diachenko in room 107 or 108. Hope you guys have a great time while I'm gone, and I hope you guys do well. You've been fully prepared. We just went over the big factoring test. You guys are ready for this, so good luck.